Beautiful day, my friends. How are you? We're here to talk about a new America. We're here to talk about a brand new system. We're going to be talking about a lot of things that, well, as we can see in our world today, it's May 2023, beginning of May. That the world and many countries across the world the people are screaming for let's just say, a change and change in the way things are done. We have had many different many different government systems throughout our written history. And before our written history, well, they've got a bunch of theories. Maybe our history's theories, but that's for another day and time. Of governmental systems. And many of them have been tried many, many, many times. And they have all failed. America is called possibly the Great Experiment. And it's been very successful in many, many, many ways, uh, especially depending on what side you're looking at it from. But in America, it is also the very longest governmental system in written history. It's running on 240, coming up on 250 years of a continuous governmental system that did not change, stays the same, no matter who's in power or who dies and leaves the governmental system stays the same. Coming up on 250 years. It's quite remarkable if this is true, that this is the longest government system that we've ever had before. I remember as a kid, probably in my 20s, realizing and saying to people that I just didn't believe that America would make it past 200 years. Why did I think that? Well, for this exact reason, that I knew that things have a cycle, even at that young age, and governments being one of the things that have cycles. I always, as a child, was, should I just say, suspicious of some of the characters that were involved in our governmental system from the very beginning, as I say, I repeat. So I've been thinking about this type of thing, for many decades now. I'm 58 years old, and I've watching what's happening now in real time is quite remarkable. It's just quite remarkable to see the, again, I'll use the word change, happen so rapidly and so incredibly. Well, the thing that actually impresses me the most is that it's happened worldwide overnight. It's just truly remarkable how all governments are lockstep together on how they treated their citizens, all the same. Well, I shouldn't say all the same. Some countries this past few years have had it extremely amazingly rough. And to think that it's not designed or planned or for the bigger picture for the ones in charge, uh, well, my opinion is that you might be a little naive. But that, again, maybe I'm the one that's naive. Maybe so. So that's the thing that's just been amazing me, is how fast it's just the whole world as on the same lockstep. All of us, we the people, we've got these phones, so we know somewhat what's happening around the world. We can call our friends from around the world. We get information, and we all around the world, we're subject to the same. What I want to use this time? Misinformation. We were all handed the same misinformation throughout the whole. world at the same time, and were required to do the same thing, which is ironic now that I think about it, because it didn't matter what government it was. We're what democracy they used to call it, and capitalism. Some countries, like let's say China, communist country, Russia, communist country, uh, socialists down in South America and Africa, socialist countries, dictatorships. Didn't matter what type of government. This world all was in lockstep. All the governments agreed the same day and the same time what to do to its citizens. I sure didn't plan to do this videos talking about this so in depth and detail, but I can see how that it leads into explaining the importance and the understanding of what's getting ready to happen and what I'm going to be talking about. Here in America, I'm going to give all of our points of view from America, as an American, from an American point of view, to have a new American government. And I believe other governments will follow. Now, that part isn't as important if it happens or doesn't happen as much as it actually being explained, and in this universe of ours, this, which is now an AI universe, that it's out there for future events. And what I mean by that is that this is all going to be biblical. This all comes from, it's above my pay grade. And the things that I'll be talking about and explaining as this series goes on is going to be in great depth and detail, but very simple at the same time, because other people that will be much smarter than me will have to take these avenues, many different types of smart people, to have this whole thing completed. But I've been given an insight, a gift, a thought that has been very fun, and it allows me to be able to explain a brand new government. So here in America, there's a lot of people that want to change. Some people want socialists in America, which is just, oh my gosh, just a travesty. Communism, all Republican, all Democrat, it's a complete mess. It's a complete mess here. And so everybody wants to have, let's say not everybody, but the people that want to see a new change, they only have examples of the same that's already been done in the past. If we want a new system, somebody's got to be able to explain a new system. And that doesn't just include just the government seats. It gets very, very big and in detail, because you got to talk about the economy, you got to talk about the laws, you've got to talk about how the laws are upheld and ran. You got to talk about all the different economical structures of the citizens within that country. What's good for somebody that's 18 isn't going to be the same for somebody that's in their 70s. And all those things have to be explained and understood, how all those things, from schooling to nursing and everything in between, can be explained in a very layman's, because I'm a layman. And that's what we're going to be doing here. My 10 minutes is up on my video here. We're going to post this, and we're going to keep doing this until we're able to just keep going forward. I've got a notepad and wall that's all ready to go, and we're going to have a lot of fun. God bless you, my friends. God bless the world, and God bless me and Piggy.